It's family friendly. And even today, it's like, it's nice. It's really nice. You can't do too much on it. Solid Mind here, and today we are asking the question, should you buy the Nintendo 3DS? I previously looked at the Nintendo DS and it did over 1,000 views, so thanks for watching. But today we are asking the question, should you buy the 3D version of it? I don't know, so let's find out together.
I still find myself coming back to this awesome handheld. In this video, I'm sharing with you why I still love the Nintendo 3DS. And
the question that I have is, how was it 3D? That's the question. What technology did it use to make it 3D?
2024. Let's take a quick look at the history and impact of the 3DS. Launched in 2011, the Nintendo 3DS was a new handheld console that introduced 3D gaming as a new aspect to the
It had a slider on the side. Okay, a 3D slider.
already large amount of features that the original DS models had. It quickly became a beloved device, selling millions of units worldwide, and even if players didn't like the 3D aspect, Nintendo had a product for them, which would become the 2DS. These consoles gave players access to a fantastic library of games.
Yeah, so far what it looks like is this is basically a 2DS with a slider to make it 3D. My question that I have is this. Are there 3D specific games, or are all 2D games available to be converted to 3D? So is it more where it's the software in the hardware that's making it 3D, or is it the game that is 3D itself? I don't know.
Games. One of the main reasons why I still love the 3DS is its amazing game library. From timeless classics like Super Mario 3D Land to later released gems like Mario and Luigi, Bowser's Inside Story, which was remastered for the 3DS in 2019, and many more first-party exclusives. The 3DS overall has an incredible lineup of games that cater to a wide range.
I will say this, the 3DS does look nice. It's the type of console which I would consider, let's say you're buying this for like a niece or a nephew, right? Like, this is such a good console to buy them. It's family friendly. And even today, it's like, it's nice. It's really nice. You can't do too much on it. It's not like giving somebody a smartphone. Yes, you can go online, but still, this is really good. I would get this for a niece or a nephew.
Players. My opinion is that there really is something for everybody with this console. It's extremely versatile, and overall it has great games. The 3DS also had a bunch of other cool side features that we have not seen on consoles since then. It introduced several innovative new things like Street Pass, which allowed players to connect with any other people that they passed.
I know I keep pausing it, but if you go back a little bit, it looks like there were cameras at the back, basically. Were these to take photos of the environment, or just
things like Street Pass, which allowed players to connect with any other people that they pass by in real life, and AR games, which use augmented reality to bring games into the real world using just a card.
This reminds me a little bit of Pokemon Go. How, you can interact with locations in the real world and interact with people in the real world. So maybe that's the early days of Pokemon Go.
There's a bunch of innovative side apps that we really haven't seen implemented on new consoles like the Switch. And unfortunately, being an older console, Nintendo has already discontinued online support on the 3DS and 2DS line. The eShop has been closed down, so you need to buy physical games or have already bought them. If you did already buy them though, you can still download them off that store, but unfortunately, new games, you'll need to use a cartridge. There is a service called Pretendo, which allows users to mod their 3DS and take it back online, so you can continue playing with real online opponents and use multiplayer. This is a pretty new service, but if you're interested in playing online,
you know what, I like that. If you look at the PlayStations and the Xboxes, once those are closed off on the older consoles, you don't get them back. So having a platform like Pretendo is good. I'm guessing that's third party as well, so you can still access online games. And with the DS, it still has a big active gameplay in I guess environment where there's a lot of online players that it can justify having its own network just to play online. So I'm not gonna lie, so far so good.
Definitely recommend it. This console is also a huge part of the collector's community, and it has a very big nostalgia factor to
Just by him saying collectors already, it's gonna be over £100 starting. I'm just calling that right now.
it. With limited edition consoles and special bundles released over the years, collecting 3DS systems has become a passion for many gamers. There are so many different models out there that you can get from different time periods. Additionally, revisiting the 3DS brings back a wave of nostalgia for most people. It reminds people of the countless hours they had fun with this console, including myself. Another reason that I still love this console in 2024 is its amazing backwards compatibility with DS games. Being able to revisit classic Nintendo DS titles and experience.
I think during this era, a lot of consoles that came out had this feature. And I think it was because they had to have it in place. So if someone invested a lot of money in a 2DS, telling them, okay, now buy a 3DS and re-buy the exact same games that you just bought last week is a tough pill to swallow. So being able to then have the same slots and say, listen, just plug in your old game, someone can then be like, I'm just upgrading the hardware. It's a better, bigger screen. So that makes sense in that time when this came out. So that was a good element. And I think we've lost that a little bit. Xbox does have it, but PlayStation doesn't. And, I wish all consoles had this or that. But I understand that if that was the case, every time a new console comes out, they wouldn't sell many games, because unless a new game comes out, why would anybody go buy a PS5 version of GTA when the PS4 version works on the PS5? Or they can just say the PS4 disc won't work on the PS5, and then somebody will have two games basically, paying twice. So I get the marketing element of it, but in this time period, it was too nice to have that.
Experience them on the 3DS's enhanced hardware is a fantastic feature that adds this console's value in my opinion. Additionally, the 3DS does have a virtual console for original Game Boy and Game Boy Color games. Those could be bought from the eShop, and even Game Boy Advance games for people who had the 3DS Ambassador Pass. Of course, the eShop is unfortunately shut down now, so they can't really be downloaded anymore. However,
Makes
the
sense.
entire Nintendo DS library still works regardless. You can pop in any DS game, and they all work absolutely perfectly. No issues to them. One aspect of
So here in the UK, we have a thing called CEX or CEX. That's where, or game actually, you can go and buy secondhand games if you wanted to do that. Secondhand consoles. So today I could go and pick up some DS games very easily on the cheap. So if I was to buy this today, I know I could easily find a way to get games within a couple hours, because they're physically on the shelves here. And normally there's one CEX in like every major city. So that says a lot.
the 3DS that I think is cool is its customization and personalization options. There's a lot of themes and color options that can be displayed on the home menu. The 3DS allows users to make their console unique from any other. I think it's awesome. This level of customization I think is something we need to do, back when Nintendo wasn't even doing so well. A solid amount of Wii U games even got 3DS ports. The 3DS has a vibrant community of players and fans who continue to celebrate the console's legacy, so much so that, like I said, there's services that even let you return to online. This console won't—
Yeah, the fan base of the 3DS is quite a lot. So let's find out together if the price point makes sense. So I'm on eBay, the go-to, if it chooses to work today, to see if you guys should even consider buying the 3DS. Yes, there is the XL versions and all the fun little bits. Wow. Okay, I see some live auctions going on. There's one for 180. This one is not working, of course. Some for 90. Okay, so 90 isn't bad. We have 70. Okay, so 90, 70, 80 with some games. Got it. I guess this one is a special edition one. Okay, so it's looking like between 70 and 150, and I'm guessing that depends on quality. So let's say between 70 and 100 pounds for a standard good quality 3DS, which isn't too bad. I said 100, so less than what I thought. Still costs more than an Xbox 360. Anyway, I guess the question for you guys today is this: should you buy a Nintendo 3DS? I'm actually gonna say yes today. The reason why I'm gonna say yes is homebrew. Homebrew is a way to pirate games. I am not condoning it. I am not saying you should do it. I'm just saying that it's possible to be done on a Nintendo DS. The second reason is that games are available readily. Because it's in such high demand, it's very likely that you're going to find a lot of games still being sold online or in game shops for the DSs, and because they are backwards compatible, you'll be able to get them. Yes, the 2DS exists, but the 3D element is also nice. But yeah, what do you guys think? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Peace.